Hello everyone and welcome back to Krastorio 2. This is Otaku Showboat. If you've been enjoying the series thus far, please be sure to do all the social and engagement stuff down below and consider hitting that great big blue join button and turning it gray for me. That would be very much appreciated. Last time we met, I set up the advanced tech cards as they are going. They are flowing. They are here and they are immediately requested at my science array, so we can immediately start doing some advanced tech card level of science. Yay! Huzzah, we did it. We did the thing. We actually need those techs, or I would prefer having those techs before we consider going too much further. Which unfortunately means like a lot of sitting around and waiting for science to happen. Unless we do this thing known as scaling. Yes, I know, we've done so much scaling of these circuits lately. There are things I can do before I get access to those better buildings to help with the circuit situation. But I'm gonna have to rebuild everything anyway for the better buildings too. So, what do we do in this circumstance? Well, I know exactly what I can do, and that is to get the uranium scaled. We can get more uranium by mining additional uranium, as well as get it on my network. Get an independent power grid for the uranium and uranium processing. Welcome to the energy storage tech as well. That is good stuff to see. I can now pick up advanced assembling machines, as well as advanced furnaces, advanced chemical plants, and the Singularity tech cards, and better inserters, and better roboports, and better mining drills, and better substations as well. I don't really use the substations quite as often. I can pick up a lot of tech now. A lot of tech. And once I get into the Singularity stuff, that's Singularity beacons unlocked. That's antimatter reactors unlocked, which give free power. These things are consuming 3 gigawatts to output 3 gigawatts. Okay, 3. This means that a single fuel cell lasts 100 seconds. So we determined that that's a factor of 10 matter per second that you ultimately need here, because a fuel cell will last 100 seconds at full usage. Like at full usage, as if we're using a full 3 gigawatts from this antimatter reactor. That's 10 matter per second, and we just got matter processing 10 matter per second. That's going to be twice 5 times that as wood, so 50 wood per second. That's super easy. Like 50 wood per second is a matter of space. Just some space. Some space. Not a lot of space, some space. So, yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, and it's going to be very easy to get that matter powered. And I can do it with efficiency modules. It's primarily just going to be the space to do it out of wood. And yeah, here's our mall. Welcome back to the mall. Let's not die. Let's not have our car get crushed this time, shall we? I live dangerously. So, what can I make here at the mall? It looks like I'm actually running out of spaces for stuff here at the mall. Those energy units, energy control units, will be needed for science. The Singularity tech cards in the form of matter stabilizers. Let's have a look at Singularity tech cards, shall we? Let's do that. Singularity tech cards. These use charged matter stabilizers, and the charged matter stabilizers require matter stabilizers, which that is energy control units. It's in assembling machines. We can productivity this, etc., etc., and it requires these. Now, energy control units used in a lot of stuff in the mall. So this is, since it is used for science and the mall, something I want to and it's used for these empty fuel cells. But granted, I will make those at the mall. And it's used in these stabilizer charging stations. Oh, goodness. So, do I make some at the mall and do I make some separately? Because I have all of 4 of these items being requested at the mall right now. If I... And it's only used in one other location for the singularity science. Here's that point. It's like, I'm going to have another 4... Like, if I do energy control units, right, as a separate factory, that's 4 input train stations that I already have at my mall. And I would be adding a station to my mall to bring in energy control units, and I would have a station at my Singularity Tech cards to request the energy control units. Or, so it's like 4 plus 2. Or I can just make them at my mall, add 0 train stations at my mall, and then have 4 requester stations at my tech cards. Like, you see the math there? This saves on the overall train stations if I just do this here. So I will just do this here. It will take productivity, I am pretty sure, to make these energy control units. Granted, yeah, lots of stuff is using electronic components. That might be a thing that we have a look at for stuffs. Stuffs! Yes, very, very specific. Stuffs! Stuffs and things and wonderful, glorious mayhem. Let me do something along these lines. Grab this as a blueprint and paste some additional stuff in here. Because I am finding that I need more of these blank buildings. In fact, I should probably be building down here. These are off by 1. What? Okay. They're off a tile. Great. They're not even properly aligned over here. Wonderful. There we go. Hey, that works. I mean, yeah, sure. Everything's still aligned. Ish. There we go. That is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Good. Okay, what can I build now? There's no real point to these matter stabilizers at the mall. Because they do make these fuel cells. Okay, I see the reason I would want these. Because they do get used in the fuel cells. Apparently, you use these matter stabilizers to convert matter to stuff. But the thing is, I'm going to be concerned with the opposite versus this. Matter cube? This is for throughput only. This is a way to stabilize throughput of matter in gigabases that are focused on using this. I don't see the point as much. This is a way to overcome deficits. Like anytime you need a trace amount of something somewhere, and it comes so late in the game that you sort of already have all these things. It's just that I need a specific thing for a very specific factory in very low amounts, and I don't feel like spending the effort to do dedicated production of said thing. That's really the niche for this matter conversion into stuff. It's very similar to the Pi Suite with Tholins and the similar mechanics with Tholins. That's very, very similar. Okay, as I move on with another shot of coffee in my system, what do I want to build? So I've built some of those at this point. What's the stack size? 50! Oh boy. Oh, glorious. The matter plant is what makes the matter, and that's what I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about the matter assemblers, because I don't need them. What about any of these other intermediates? What about these? Anything in here to worry about? Not now. These. Thus the point of making these here, so that I can have these better accumulators, because that's what they are. I mean, they are simply better accumulators. I'm gonna throw them in there rather than use like continue here. I'm gonna stick with these 5 for now. We'll see as we go on how many more I may need. I just need to remember. I'm not going to remember, but I need to remember that is the case. Let's have a look in Hellmod while I wait for advanced assembling machines. Bear in mind that this tech is 500 units of advanced tech cards. I send 400 at a time. So is this... This is lab limited. Hold up. This is lab speed limited. Yeah. And I don't have the productivity with the... I need to go up there now. Right now. We need to get up there with our lab, with additional labs. Beacon the hell out of speed, because they're really slow. And because I have the power now to do this, these are really, really, really power-hungry labs. That's what we're doing. Oh, okay, let's just not get hit by a train in the meantime. This is what we are doing. Okay. 1 will be the initial output. Hello, my Ollie. Ollie's here. He's come to say hello. And explore. Etc., etc. Okay. Phew. Phew. Let us go and take care of this. In the meantime, no productivity, but speed. So, speed. You this across the everything on this line that is that, with productivity across the everything on this line that can take productivity. You this across everything on this line. You this across everything ever with those modules. I think it is only 4 on you and 4 on you. Let's pay attention to all of this. So anything that can use productivity should use productivity, and we can just see here how this affects stuff. Oh yeah, it's going to show me plus 2.7. So ultimately, to get one Singularity Tech card, 54.84 copper still. What? Are you joking? No, they never joke. They never kid. No games are played around here like that. I do want to, like, get rid of a lot of the base material type stuff. Let's just clean a lot of this so that we can have a better idea of the types of things I need and all that going forward. So even with productivity, this is still abysmally high cost stuff going in here. Not as bad as I would initially anticipate, though. It is a lot of Immersite, primarily, and it is a lot of the electronic components. I have a feeling that the copper cost is in here. Yeah. This is where the copper cost is coming from. Why so much? Like, what? Oh. Oh. Hi. Wrong productivity modules. Okay. That is 4686. Just on the LDS. Low density structures. That's where the copper cost is coming from. Huh. Well, that is concerning. Anyway, we are on a mission. On a mission to make this move faster. Because it's not like I don't have the tech cards. It's just I don't have the machines. Excuse me? Oh, they're backed up. They're backed up. I don't know if you can hear me whisper all that well. Thanks to the gate. My noise gate is probably not that great in its settings for, like, whisper shenaniganry. Just so's you know, I am aware. Alright, productivity on all of these. You know, 4 productivities to help a lot. Plus 40% productivity, so that doesn't actually align productivity with the cycles, but it doesn't really matter. It's pretty close to 50%, is how you can think about it, so a freebie after a little more than 2 cycles. Yeah, something along those lines. Anyway, beacon. Beacons! Glorious, beautiful bacon. Crispy, juicy. Crispy, juicy bacon. I have no idea how much each of these is capable of supporting. Or how many are getting impacted by... I don't think it's even amounts. Yeah, some of these are faster than others. I don't really care. I've just made them fast. And made my power go from in the 800 range to the 1.2 gigawatt range. So, you know, 8, 9, like, close to 300 megs of power just by doing that. Yeah, 77, 77, 84, 77, 77, 84. You know, a few more... A few more things. Just a few more... a bit more power. And yeah, this productivity cycle goes, and we are awesome. We are fantabulous. Low density structures is apparently a thing that needs to be massively scaled. Where are my low density structures being made? That is a great question that I don't know the answer to right now. Where are my low density structures? Also, I need lots of steel. I need so much steel. I haven't actually gone and touched this production in a long time. But yeah, we'll need to do more stuff for that. Low densities. Am I even? Am I even making low densities? Hold up. I have this requesting low densities, so I know that I'm making them. What is the matter, kittens? They've made noises. Noises! Wonderful noises. Blank tech card requests. Yeah, blank tech cards. We've got production tech cards. We've got science, those, steel, rare metals, low density structures. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is where I'm making these, and I'm not making many, all that many. That is sad. But we shall prevail in the end, I hope. I hope and pray. These advanced sewing machines better be worth using a lot and beaconing the hell out of. Because I'm going to need all the modules on the planet for the amount of LDS that I have. Well, I think by the time I get to the mall, I'm going to have this tech for the advanced assembly machines. That's step 1. Step 2 is the furnaces, and step 3 is the chemical plants. Okay, I can add in now the... Ah, come on. Those beautiful things. It's gonna take a while for the science, for the singularity science to happen. It's not gonna be at 1 science per second, I can tell you that much for sure, just because of the amount of LDS required. Oh boy. So many low-density structures. Who in their right mind thought it was okay that this would take that many low-density structures? Ah. Anyway. Back to the mall we go. Good to see that that's processing them very quickly. I need the processing of these to be a bit faster than my production. That's what my goal is. Just to not have backups. Constantly use the science. Use all the science! All of it! All of the time. We must have science. Alright, over we go, because I actually need to build these buildings now. Need to have the buildings before you can use them. Now, where are they on this list? There. Gib the stuff. I have all of the stuff to build these. I want to do it quickly though, because I think this cycle time is a little long. Not very with that, so we're good. Already made 3, huh? I need 47. 47 for the amount of LDS. And oh my god, the plastic. Oh my god, the steel. Oh my god, the copper. Just the copper alone annoys me greatly. It'll be time to do the enriched process for these, just with all the advanced stuff as well. Because you can see here now that's 35.86 copper ore processed into plates. I want to make perfectly clear that the amount of copper that I currently have is not the biggest issue in my base. You know, it's not the greatest of issues. But as it turns out, this train, like, I'm not backed up on these warehouses of the bulk rail loaders. That is not backed up. I've got 2 red belts, 3 red belts of throughput in here. The red belt is 30 items per second. I have 90 items per second of copper at the moment, and it's all getting used, apparently. I have just 1 train. Huh. Probably need more than that. I need another locomotive to do stuff, but yeah, like you can see the minor issue here that I'm using 90% of copper as it stands from all of the circuits that I need, let alone what I need for this. This is why I need to get into advanced furnaces so that I can redo this entire thing, because as it stands, this is using twice that on the ore, and I can make this ore go a lot longer way by using the sulfuric acid. Like 12 sulfuric acid is enough to give enough copper plates to feed this singularity. Of course, I need a lot more stuff than that. I need to process 180 of the copper ore, and that's going to make me over 200 copper plates. Let me tell you that for certain. It'll be over 200 copper plates out of not that many advanced chem plants processing enriched ore, and quite a few advanced furnaces in the end. But I have to repeat that process, not just for copper, but for iron, steel, technically with the change in the buildings, and the rare metals as well. So we've got stuff, and I can get soon the more advanced... Oh, hello. You can limit to that, sure. The more advanced mining drills on top of everything else. So let's see. This is where and what? This is the advanced furnace. So this would be next to the electric furnace. There we go. Give those. It looks like this is going to be limited by the supply of the energy control units and electronic components. Ooh, that's a little annoying. That these use that. This just uses beams and AI cores, which I have plenty of. This is the control units, and quite a few of them at that. I am being limited here by the speed of this, so if I do a few more of these, it should be fine with productivity, of course. Go ahead and do that. As long as I have the electronic components, again, I need to scale the electronic components as well, even more. So there's so very much scaling in my future. I've got 60 per second going of the electronic components, and they are all getting used. Every single one of them is getting used right now. And I've already productivity'd the hell out of this with some modules. It's like I'm already at the max I can do because the buildings aren't going to change much in the grand scheme of things. Buildings don't change much. We're still here at 4 modules. All that we change is that I can put more beacons around a single building of this. I can now focus exclusively on these and completely remove all of those. Just replace that request for 200 of these at a time. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It has been half an hour. I have done very little today, but what I have done is useful things. I have improved my speed of my science processing, essentially. That is what I can say that I did today, like faster science, but more importantly, we now have access to the advanced stuff. I did planning. Of course, planning today. That's what we've done. Made plans and schemes. And schemes and plans. And I will now have to go through my entire base replacing buildings with these buildings. Replacing stuff with stuff. Because this is real slow. Even with a faster base speed of 5. Base 5 crafting speed on this, and still 0.14 LDS per second at 1 copper, 0.2 steel, and 0.5 plastic. Like, excuse me? But that is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. However, one of these can fit how many? How many beacons is that? 16 beacons fit around this one building, and there is spacing for inserters and all of that good stuff in here with belt and inserters, or, you know, loading from any direction. Now, if I have 16, that's plus 800%. So it makes one of these worth 8. I don't know. 16, yeah, 16, that's 800. Space for singularity beacons as well in here, all the way around. That will be even more fun once I get into those. I may have to just not have 1 per second of the singularity tech cards at the start, but then that just keeps slowing things down even more, and I just will be waiting on tech at that point. I'm already sort of waiting on tech as we get into the advanced chemical plants, but it'll be worse. Anyway, with that, folks, I'm going to end things off here for this episode. I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. And please consider hitting that great big blue join button if you haven't already, to become an erudite otaku, as well as to support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able on a recurring basis through either of those avenues. I will, of course, see you all on the next one.